Hello, my name is Opal Singleton. I'm the president and CEO of Million Kids. Hey, I want to tell you about my latest book. The book is called Digital Warfare, Our Kids on the Front Line. I think it's the most important book that I've ever written. It's my third book. I'm absolutely passionate about it. You see, I believe we live at the most important time in all of history. I mean that with all my heart. I'm not exaggerating in any way. And I'll tell you why. Because what happened is about 2 to 3 years ago, the entire world connected by internet. We don't think about what that means and what it means to our kids. And it put 5.5 billion people online. The challenge is when our kids go online, they seem to think of it as like a personal social media. And so many of our kids don't realize that they're online with 5.5 billion people and growing fast. But not only did 5 billion people come online, all of these people have the same technology that we have. You know, they have geolocation software. They can tell where you're at. They have global money transfer. Think about global blackmail. They have artificial intelligence, the deep fakes, and a gathering up of information. And so in writing this book, one of the things I've done is examine how predators around the world will use this technology to access our kids. Now, you may think I'm a curmudgeon about technology. Absolutely not. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not. In fact, I believe it's the greatest calling of all time. If you think about your life in the timeline of history and all the things that have happened up until now, where you're at today is one of the greatest calls to leadership of all time. And I'll tell you why. Our kids will live in that globally connected world. But if you talk to your kids, they'll go, I'm going to know if I'm being catfished. Really? How do you know? Well, I only talk to people I know or people who know me or they know a friend. Did you know that's exact criteria that criminals around the world use to seduce our kids? They use AI and they build a profile of our kids. So they're going after the kids with the most information about them out there. You know, that kid's the homecoming king, or maybe he's a sports star. And they gather up the information about where you live, especially if your house is on Zillow. And they gather information from LinkedIn, from parents that are there, and they build that profile. So they'll come in and they look like a friend of our friend. And our kids are setting ducks. That cannot happen. But here's the deal. If you can educate yourself and you can be a leader, then you can help us educate others around the world. So we take a look at artificial intelligence. We look at global sextortion rings and financial sextortion. And we talk about how to have those important conversations so that you can share that with your son or your daughter. Why this is so important is that your generation of kids is the first generation in all of history that will live in this globally connected world. And we got to get this right. How we teach this generation to live in that global community will set the stage for all future generations. So that is why I say it's the most important calling, a call to leadership. But you have to be educated to do that. So what we've done is that we have researched all these cases and we talk about what they look like, how the predators use the information, and how not to be a victim of this kind of thing. Never again should another child be violated because we didn't educate ourselves, because we didn't understand that we're the parents of the most important generation that's ever lived. And we have to prepare them to set the stage for all future generations. And that's what this book is about. Digital Warfare, Our Kids on the Front Line. Please go to Me and Kids, sign up for our newsletters. Thank you for educating yourself to be a leader for that generation that's going to live in this globally connected world. You know, one of the things we have to do with our kids is teach them about truth. And when someone's really a friend or someone that's out to exploit them, it is our responsibility to be a leader, but to be a leader, we need to be informed. Go to meandkids.org and download that audio version. Go to amazon.com, order the paperback or the Kindle, and then share it with everyone you know. Thank you for listening. My name is Opal Singleton with millionkids.org.